Okay, so take two of the 29th of October. I was talking about the webinars from last night. We're at 3 learning strategies. So the first one was learn it, read it, watch it, take it in, gain that knowledge. The second one was use it within 24 hours. I think I was talking about the analogy, oh no, not the analogy, that one of the students, the coaches, wrote a message in that he read back, which I thought was quite interesting. Someone had said, they'd just spent 7 years studying at uni, doing the masters or whatever it is they've been doing, and never once had one of their lecturers ever mentioned doing something about it within 24 hours. So great learning strategy. I took that on too. So today, 24 hours after that webinar, I'm going to start taking action and doing things. So side note, which also reminds me, this is from Sharon's webinar. She also mentioned having 90-day goals. For some reason that works really well. So 3-month goals, there's something that we're going to put into place. So straight off the top of my head, my 90-day goal was to have these coaching interview books, at least 3 or 4 of them, actually I've got to say be definite, at least 4 of them done within 90 days. Having Christmas and New Year's in between now and that 90 days, I don't want to look at public speaking or number of clients as a goal, basically because my Fox is in the 6th of December, which is still over a month away, and I'm not really wanting to make too many decisions or follow any paths between now and then, because I'm just going with the flow and letting nature take its course. So more decisions will be made in December, and that's when I'm going to really head down towards making some 90-day goals and focusing on them then. But anyway, getting back to the 3 learning strategies. So we had 1, learn it; 2, use it within 24 hours; and 3, teach it. That really resonated with me, being a trainer and having Nick as a teacher. It makes it so much more powerful to know this information once you're actually passing it on to someone else. But that was a great concept. After that, the webinar he helped us out running through the website, which was great. Really gave me a little bit more confidence in what they're doing. What else? After that, playing around with Facebook, saw one of the other coaches posted something about she's going to use her coaching style to lose weight. Something I've been looking at, rather than focusing on all of it on fitness and diet, and which she's commented on. It's about using the strategies through presuppositions and the coaching strategies that are being taught to what I perceived as using your brain to talk yourself into actually losing weight. So I mentioned she was offering it to anyone pro bono for up to 3 people. I messaged her straight away, taking action, doing something about it, which I'm quite happy about, and asked her if I could get involved, told her what I wanted to achieve, told her I wanted to lose somewhere between 8 and 10 kilos before Christmas, which is just over 9 weeks. She was amazed, couldn't believe that I was doing this sort of thing before Christmas, but she's happy for me to come on board, so I'm taking that on now. So moving forward, reflections, how am I feeling? I'm sitting on the fence still a little bit, in the sense of my concern is that I'm reading every day, I'm focusing on doing this stuff, and not that I don't want to do it, but I'm sort of questioning, do I have to do this every single day for the rest of my life to stay on this high? And I know this is me overanalyzing things and looking into things a little bit too much, so I'm just going with it. I'm letting it go. I'm expressing it on these videos so I can get it off my chest. But where are we? Wednesday. I've identified that Saturday and Sunday were tense between Nick and I, because we got back to reality, we got off the cruise, but also that I didn't do any reading, I didn't do any fitness, I didn't go for my walk, I didn't do anything towards this journey, and it's almost like I stopped and went backwards a little bit. So now I'm worried, okay, so do I have to do this every day for the rest of my life? Because if I stop, it's going to have a bad day, and so on and so forth. But after speaking with Nick about it and trying to relate back to what I've been reading, it's about getting my mind and my body into this mode of constantly thinking this way, and then if there's a day or 2 that I don't follow up on this stuff, because I've already trained my brain, I'll be able to get through it. So That's me trying to find the light and the good stuff out of it. My positivity, I do believe, is increasing. I'm really focusing on letting go, not controlling the situation, not wanting to have to plan everything to the nth degree, and really look at it as, well, does it really matter? I sort of gave the task to Nick to contact the hotel we're staying at tonight for the Open Colleges conference, and also to contact the relationship counsellor that we wanted to see to work on our communication styles. This was something over the weekend. She hadn't done it on Monday. I didn't even think to ask about it yesterday, and I'm going to do my best not to ask about it today. We need to know where we're parking tonight, because Nick's got to do her HSC marking until 9 o'clock, so we can't head into the city until after 9, so it's a whole parking issue with the hotel and all that sort of stuff. It doesn't matter. Whatever happens, happens. I'm pretty confident that a hotel's going to have parking for their guests, so, we might not be able to get hold of Ricky, the guy at the hotel, so let it be. As for the communication and the counsellor, I can't do that. I can't keep trying to control Nick and getting her to do these things. She's got to do it at her own pace. It still frustrates me a bit, especially the counsellor, because we're constantly battling with each other and trying to communicate better. And Nick keeps using this excuse of, once we see the counsellor, everything will sort of hopefully work itself out. Well, I keep saying to her, why don't you contact the counsellor? And she doesn't do it. I don't know what it is, what's holding her back from doing it, and I can't keep thinking about it. If it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen. Just let it go. But that's, I think, covered everything reflection-wise and coaching-wise. As I said, loving that book. Then I want to move on to my goals. I really have to focus on writing them down. So I'm still looking at getting that diary and writing each of the goals down. The mini goals for today, obviously I've got to drive back to Sydney, so I'm leaving at 4 o'clock. Obviously, as you can see, I've shaved, so dressing down a bit. But that again also reflects on how I look and how I'm perceived by other people, so I've got to be cleanly shaved by tomorrow and all that sort of stuff. I want to do some reading. Nick's calling at 9 o'clock. I've got a meeting with Karen from Ivana at 10:30. So I'm going to be tight with times today, but I definitely want to do some reading. I would like to, I am going to do a couple of hours of Ivana work. Anything to do with open colleges. I'm going to get started on the interview questions for the coaching books. And I've got a pack, so I'm going to go down and see Indy and Sash and Matt, so it'll be good to catch up with her. Oh, something else I was a bit disappointed about on the weekend when I talk about Sash and Indy and whatnot. I called into Tim's to see Charlotte and Annabelle, which I'm laughing at, as I think I purely went there to see Charlie and Annabelle and to catch up with Tim as well. So there wasn't really any inclination or interest in catching up with Sal. Which is funny, because what I'm about to say is I found it really bizarre and odd that I sat there for 20 minutes, half an hour. I didn't even know Sal was there. I asked Tim if she was there. He said, yeah, she's in the shower getting changed. He didn't make any mention of her or to her that I was there. And then when I got up to leave, he didn't go and get her. She wasn't interested in coming in to say hello, and I left. And I mentioned it to Nick, and I'm trying to forget, what does it matter? Who cares? But interestingly enough, that thought I just had then, I didn't really have any interest to go and see Sal. So if I'm going to take responsibility for what I was doing, if I wasn't interested in going to see Sal, why was I even bothered to worry about the fact that she didn't come out and say hello? Maybe I put it out there that I wasn't there to see her, so she didn't come out to see me. I find that amusing, actually. There I was trying to put the blame on her and saying she's not a good sister-in-law and she doesn't care, she doesn't like me or whatever. Maybe if I'd put more concentration on the fact that I'm going down to see the four of them and not just the two of them and catch up with Tim. But, straight away I said I'm going down to see Indy, Matt and Sash, so, the three of them will be there, maybe not. But we'll see how we go. That's done for today, and talk to you tomorrow.